Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have Erika joining me. Hi, Erika.
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
I'm so good. This has been so long since we
I
did a video.
we miss you so much. I'm so
Oh,
happy.
I'm just doing videos too. It's great. But you've been doing awesome. I see one of your clients has an amazing success story of going from being completely neglected to getting a full commitment. Now, this story is, we're going to talk about how to recreate somebody, but also how it's okay to actually manifest someone new and not recreate somebody. Guys, you guys are creators of your reality. You're allowed to do whatever you want. So never think that not recreating somebody is a failure, because it's your choice. You can recreate somebody if you want, or you can find someone new, completely up to you. This client found someone new because they were wanting something better and they just wanted to be happy, which is totally okay. So just before we dive into this success story, we are going to let you know that we are having a contest. When we get to 100,000 subscribers, we are giving away 3 free coaching sessions for 3 people for the coach of your choice. All you have to do to enter is to comment of what you've manifested using the law of attraction, hopefully by listening to our channel or having our coaching, as well as sharing and subscribing. So yeah, and so yes, definitely you guys can comment and enter as many times as you like. So welcome, Erika. We're so excited to hear this story.
Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, I'm so proud of my client. Yeah, like you said, she was in this relationship where she felt really neglected. She felt like she was just getting breadcrumbs from this person. She wasn't getting the commitment that she wanted and deserved, right? So like she was doing a lot of affirmations, but I think it was hard for her to let go of the old story of the relationship with this person, because they had been together for so long and there was a lot of history there. So what she did was to, you know what, I'm just going to concentrate on myself, right? She started doing a lot of self-concept affirmations of, instead of getting the breadcrumbs that she was getting from this relationship, she said, no more. I am deserving of all the love, the commitment, and the everything that I want and deserve, and I get it in abundance, right? So by concentrating on this self-concept, she wasn't even thinking about, manifesting a new person. But all of a sudden, like, she just met this perfect new SP that had all the what is it? The qualities of that perfect partner that she wanted, that she was actually affirming for the old SP. This new person showed up with everything she was asking for by just using self-concept of, I am deserving of the love that I want. I am desired. I am valued. I am respected. I am good enough to have this loving, committed relationship. And it showed up in this new person, like, just amazingly. And it happened really fast.
Yeah, that is so amazing. That is so awesome. And it does happen fast, right? That's one thing I remember years ago, years before Andrew, one of my intentions was that my boyfriend would make me breakfast every single morning on the weekends, right? Like bacon and eggs, right? And I created it as one of the things as like my little list of, because I didn't really have that much attachment to it, right? But so what ended up happening is the person that I was dating at the time never did that. Right? Never did that. But then when I met Andrew, he did that every weekend. So our intentions are waiting to be fulfilled with us, but sometimes we block them coming from certain people because, like Erika was mentioning to me in the beginning, before when we were chatting about this, is that, our intentions are like post-it notes and they stick to people, and we have to rewrite every single one of them. Well, pretty much 80% of them, to have a shift, right? And you really need to revise that old story. So sometimes, you know what? It is easier to move on. I mean, I'll be honest, newsflash, Andrew's not my first boyfriend. Had a few shots at this. So yes, did I choose to not recreate men before Andrew? Absolutely. Was there anything wrong with that? No, because everything shone through that I was intending with all those other relationships with Andrew, because I didn't have a block there, right?
Exactly. Yeah, no, and I'm pretty sure that, like, she was doing all these affirmations for old SP. I'm sure old SP was still feeling, right, what she was affirming of, I am irresistible, I am irreplaceable, I'm one of a kind, no one compares to me. I'm sure that he felt it, and he's still gonna show up somehow, some way, right? But she's like, you know what? This other person, He's the perfect partner, and he for sure is showing her all the love, the commitment, that she's irresistible, irreplaceable, one of a kind. He calls her a queen. He already calls her my love, and it's been like just like less than a week, and he's already calling her my love. Like I just feel so connected to you, and you're just the best thing that has ever happened to me. I've never felt this connection with anybody. It's just amazing. And all the affirmations that she was doing of I am irresistible, he will repeat that to her. You're so irresistible. Or she will affirm a lot, I am a queen, and he calls her, you are my queen. It's amazing to see like how when you're affirming something, the other person repeats exactly the same things to you. That's what it's like, just mind blowing, right?
No, that's everyone you pushed out in a nutshell.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think what's super, super, super important is to stay persistent with your affirmations, no matter what you're seeing in your 3D, because she had ups and downs, right? She was, there were times where she was feeling really sad, really discouraged, right? But she was like, okay, no matter how I'm feeling, how I'm emotionally feeling, angry, sad, you know, however you're feeling, right? She persisted with her affirmations, because it's not the emotions that manifest, is what you're thinking through those emotions. So she really made a commitment with herself to stay focused on her affirmations of what she wanted. And by persistence, she got what she was asking for, because she also believed in the fact that she is the God of her reality, and the other people, right, no matter who, they had no choice but to conform to her affirmations.
You know what? That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You know, our thoughts are constantly going out to the universe constantly. So I've got a mini success story. Again, it involves fried chicken. I don't know if any of you guys remember my fried chicken story from years.
We love your fried chicken story.
Well, I've got another fried chicken story. Okay. Yes, I love fried chicken, apparently. So I happened to be going over to my niece's house the other day to help her with something. I had to help her make some phone calls. And I thought, I'm going to bring over some chicken for lunch, right? And so she's like, okay. So I tell her, text me her order. So she texts me her order. And of course, like a great auntie, I don't read it when I'm there. So I totally forget to order her apple pie, right? Or the strawberry pie from Popeyes. And I'm like totally clueless, right? And I'm just like, in my car waiting, and then all of a sudden, lady, I pay. She gives the bag of food over, and she says, oh, by the way, we were short of biscuits, so we gave you a pie instead.
Oh,
and I was like, really? I was like, no way. I was like, well, I'm like, thanks. I'm like, my niece, I remember now, she wanted one. I totally forgot to get her one. I'm like, look at how things just work out. She's like, and she said the weirdest thing to me. She's like, yes, the universe is always listening. And of course, I'm too submerged in this to think it's weird anymore. And I used to, but I don't anymore. And I was like, you know what? You're right. I intend you find my channel somehow. And then drove off. Right? Like, I didn't tell her that, but I intended. I'm like, you're going to find my channel somewhere, and you're going to understand why you said that to me. But, I don't anymore when people say weird things like that. I used to be like, oh, but now I'm like, oh, I'm not spooky anymore. I don't have Twilight Zone music anymore when that happens. But yeah, it's just those little moments. And that little moment, again, with that little fried chicken exchange, made me believe again that anything is possible. And why even, it's always just those little tiny, success stories. So yeah, everybody constant. Of course, I was thinking about chicken and pies, and then that went out to the universe. Everyone's you pushed out. She was like, we're short a biscuit, let's give them a pie. Oh, okay. Like, what are the odds, right?
Especially if you have that core belief that everything always works out for me.
Well, that's funny.
I want no matter what, right?
Yeah. I made that intention in the morning. I always do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So whatever it is that you want, affirm it and believe in the power of your words. Really believe that whatever you're affirming is powerful and it will conform. That's why don't think about the old story or the negative story that you don't want to manifest in your life anymore, right?
Exactly. And as soon as a thought comes up about the old story, revise it right away. Don't ignore it. Okay, revise it. You've got to renounce it and create an opposite intention. Thinking, oh, you know what? He's cheating on me. And no, don't think. Ignore. That's not enough. You have to say, no, he's faithful to me. No, I trust him. No, he's loyal. He would never do anything like that. He wants to be with me and only me. For every negative thought, I throw in at least 3 positive intentions, and not the same intention. I kind of word it 3 different ways and include maybe some other things in there. And you'll find as you start doing that, other things will start to come to mind and you'll be on this positive rampage. You know how it happens when you're negative and you spiral out of control? When you start doing intentions, you start spiraling into a positive place. So it works the same way, right? Just happier.
Yeah, I believe that a negative thought is in vibration, right? And energy is very low compared to a positive thought or affirmation. So don't be afraid if you have a negative thought, just say no, and then affirm the opposite of what it is that you want. And like you said, I also affirm, like, for example, I don't know, like, let's say, oh, I'm getting fat. No, I'm super skinny. I'm at my perfect weight. My body's amazingly sexy, or whatever, right? So do you see how I did like 3, 4 affirmations that were positive? Those are more powerful than the negative one. And the more you persist that, every time that you happen to have that negative thought, you cancel, you affirm what you want, and then it will start manifesting. And that old thought is going to stop coming back.
That's right. You know what? And Erica's nailed it, right? It's, you know, it's about the, you know, is focusing on what you want and not making your negative thoughts such a big deal, because they're really not. They're really not powerful. But if you worry about them and you fret over it, you're giving them more power than they need. All it has to be is, today's not going to be a very good day. No, today's going to be a great day. And then you move on and it's going to be a good day, right? So Napoleon Hill said it, as long as you finish the thought, you're okay. So what's an unfinished thought? Well, an unfinished thought is left somewhere where you don't want it to be. Okay, so finish your thoughts, finish them full circle. What do you want the outcome to be? It's okay to work through stuff and say, oh, you know what? I don't feel like a priority today. He's just really not calling me. But if you ended there, that's an unfinished thought. Finish the thought. Well, I intend he calls me. I intend he makes me a priority. I intend I feel like I'm a priority and that he shows it to me in this way, that way, this way. And guys, throw in there what you're going to see, hear, and feel when you get it. I can't stress that enough. What are they going to think? What are they going to say? You're creators. If you're not going to do things specifically and you're going to do them generally, you're going to have to keep your eye out, because things will show up with your previous sort of limiting beliefs and you'll get partial manifestations, especially if you have resistance, right? So if you've got resistance, the more detailed your resistance is, the more issues you have, the more negative feelings you have, the more we're going to have to shift the story and cover all bases to basically cancel it out plus create, right?
Exactly. And that's why what I believe that works for me is, in order to avoid those negative thoughts from coming up, right? My mental diet is some point. I'm affirming throughout the day about different areas of my life. It doesn't have to be just relationship, affirmations. I affirm about, my health, the way I want to look, my money, like the relationship with my daughter or my family or my friends, or when you are affirming about what you want in different areas of your life, then you're not leaving empty space for you to start thinking negative. I think that's, like that commitment with yourself about, I only think about what I want. So my mental diet is some point, especially in the beginning, right? I don't know what you think about it, but I think especially in the beginning, like you have to just make that commitment of just affirm.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Yeah. I agree with you. You know your stuff. You know what I say? I say I intend to find it. I tend for it to be easy to think positive. I intend that it's easy that I stay on my mental diet, and I intend intentions about my mental diet and my mental state throughout the day.
Exactly. And it's fun. It's fun to know that if I'm affirming all these wonderful things, it's exciting because I can't wait for me to see them manifesting, right?
Exactly. That is so amazing. Guys, Erika's clients are getting major success. She's been here a long time. She knows her stuff, guys. And she's created a wonderful relationship in her life as well. She's happy. She's got everything she wants. So, guys, if you are looking for some extra help, Erika is available for coaching. The link is in the description below. And, guys, if you would like to ask me a question, Amanda, then definitely check out the link is in the description below for the Patreon. Actually, yeah, I answer them once a month. I answer all the questions. So, and if there's more questions, then, maybe half an hour's worth, I'll do a second one. So, yes, definitely. Awesome. Well, thanks for being here today, Erika.
You're welcome, Amanda, and welcome back.
Right? I know, I'm excited. I intended good health, and I finally got it. Yay. And, guys, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye.